Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, we will be discussing about the Continental Drift Theory by F.B Taylor. Whenever we say continental drift, there are two theories that initially comes to our mind. First one was given by F.B Taylor and the second was given by Wegener. Both these theories basically deals with the present day position of today's continent and oceans, which means that these locations were not similar in the initial stages. So how does this change took place? What were the forces that lead to these changes? Everything is discussed in this theory, and this proves that this is one of the most important theory to understand the origin of our Earth. Let us now come to the very first propounder of this theory, F.B Taylor. F.B Taylor was the first one to attempt this theory. In 1908, Taylor propounded his concept as horizontal displacement of the continent, but it actually got published in the year 1910. The main purpose of this hypothesis was to find out the origin of the folded mountains. He also wanted to understand the unique distribution of patterns of these mountains, and the main focus was to explain the horizontal arrangements of these mountains, like the north-south arrangement of Rockies and Andes, which are located in the western margins of North and South Americas, and east and west extent of the Alpine mountains like Alps, Caucasus, Himalayas, etc. Taylor started his theory from Cretaceous period, and according to him, there were two land masses during this period, Laurasia and Gondwana land, which were located near the North and the South poles. He assumed that the continents were made from sial, that is silica, and aluminium, which are absent in the oceanic crust. He also stated that the continents moved towards the equator and tidal force was the force which is responsible for such movement. Today's continent of North America, Europe, Asia were all part of Laurasia, while South America, Africa, India, Australia, Antarctica were part of Gondwana land. Taylor believed that continents were displaced in two ways. Firstly, there were movement of plates towards the equator, and this movement led to formation of folded mountains. Example, Himalayas, Alps, Caucasus. Secondly, due to the westward movement of plates, mountains such as Rockies and Andes were formed. This theory by F.B Taylor was not accepted later on, as there were many critics. The first critic was this theory was to explain the origin of the tertiary folded mountains, so it was not necessary to describe the land masses for thousands of kilometers. While the major critic was the tidal force, which was being responsible for the movement of the continents. But if this might actually be the case, it would have actually stopped the rotation of the Earth. Later on, Arthur Holmes concluded by saying that the responsible forces for the drifting of continents must have come from within the Earth's surface, not from any external sources. So this was all about this theory. Thank you for watching.